Yo, what's pop, people? Cobra Star Green back with you guys with another video today. Look, you guys first time finding my channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Also like the video. Yes, today I'm going to be talking about one of the most anticipated movies of the year. Everybody had this movie on their list. It's like, yo, I can't wait for this movie to come out. I mean everybody. Yeah, I'm talking about you. No, don't look around. I'm talking directly to you. I know you had this movie on your list. So yes, and the movie I'm talking about today is Kraven, the Hunter. Yes. We're going to be talking about that movie. I've seen it. We're going to talk about it. And you know what I'm saying? We're going to have a good time reviewing this. You know, I ain't going to sit back and lie. We're going to have fun with this one. I ain't going to lie to y'all. So with saying that, I ain't trying to waste too much time. Cue that goddamn intro.
We got a problem. 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 It's probably you. Yeah. We got a problem. We got a problem. We got a problem. We got a problem.
So let's get right into this one. You know what I'm saying? Now look, I've seen a couple of Sony like rip off, you know, Marvel villain, Spider-Man villain movies. You know what I'm saying? I've actually only seen the Venom ones, like Venom 1, 2, and 3. And I know, you know me, I always thought those were okay. I was like, these aren't bad, but they're not good also. They're just okay, right? And I never saw this movie right here. I never saw freaking Madam Web, y'all. You know what I'm saying? I haven't seen Madam Web, and I haven't seen Morbius. You know what I'm saying? And at the same time, I'm never gonna go see those movies. I've seen enough people roast those movies to be like, yo, I'm not gonna waste my 2 hours. The most valuable thing we have in life is time. I ain't finna waste mine watching this goddamn BS. You know what I'm saying? I avoid the BS. Like I don't go to the BS. I try to avoid it if I can. So no, I haven't seen Morbius. I haven't seen Madam Web, and I'm probably never gonna see those two movies. So, like I said, I've only seen the Venom movies, and like I said, I always thought they're okay. I thought they were okay. You know what I'm saying? Nothing crazy. So this is my first Sony project outside of Venom that I've actually seen. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to like the Spider-Man ripoff villain movies. And I'll tell you guys, this one I thought will be the one that changed everybody's minds about Sony in these movies that they try to do like this. Because I was like, you know what? Kraven's a little different, I'd say. And they're going rated R with this one. I was like, you know what? Rated R means they're trying something new. You know, that's just how I kind of looked at it. I was like, all right, because you know the old formula ain't working. Why don't I try something new? So I'm like, okay, rated R, Kraven, Arnold Taylor Johnson. It's, you know what I'm saying? It's gotta be somewhat good, right? Hell no. This has to be one of the worst movies I have seen this year. And we're gonna get down and talk about it, man. And there's so much I got to say. I only had no notes because this movie don't deserve no notes. So I have no notes on the movie. I ain't gonna lie. I have nothing. I'm just going off photo memory or my memory. I ain't gonna lie. But let's go ahead and talk about this movie, man. I'll give it the positives really quickly. I'll get the positives. I thought the action was actually done okay. You know what I'm saying? Not great, but I thought it was okay. I thought it was watchable. You know, you watch it and some of these action scenes actually look good. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, you put money into this. You know, it's not like Sony just gave them nothing to work with. Nah, there's some money put into it. You can see it not only with like the sets and the places they're at, but yeah, but in the action. You know what I'm saying? That all looks good. You know what I'm saying? And I'll tell you, another thing that's good about the movie. There's like 8 minutes, I think, that they released online, right? It was like the first 8 minutes of the movie that they released. I haven't seen it, but they put out 8 minutes, right? And I'm not gonna lie to y'all, I think that 8 minutes is the best 8 minutes of the movie. I am not gonna sit here and lie to y'all. Those first 8 minutes were actually done really well. Because it sets up Kraven, what he's about, his motivation, stuff like that. It kind of sets up a lot in that first 8 minutes, you know what I'm saying? So I think that 8 minutes is actually really well done. But boy, once that goddamn title card pops up, talking about Kraven the Hunter, the movie just goes downhill from there. And I promise y'all that, man. Look, y'all, I would not sit here and lie to y'all, man. Movie studios ain't paying me, none of that. Let's talk about it, man. This movie really wowed me. Like, I left the theater speechless, dead ass. And I'm gonna tell y'all guys why. Now I'll tell you guys one thing. This movie did get a standing, or not a standing, but it got an ovation after the movie. A bunch of us critics were actually clapping after we watched it. No one for a good reason, but we were clapping after we watched it. But I'll tell you guys though, Kraven, this movie has an actually really good cast behind it. Anya Taylor-Johnson, Russell Crowe, Arnie, the boy, I think they say her name. Another villain. I mean, another guy, not villain, but another guy. Lorenzo Navalia. He's in The Brutalist that's about to come out. You have a really good cast here, and it's like no one gives an F. Not at all. Like, they all look bad. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. Like, I'm like, yo, no way you have all of these really great actors and they just all look bad. I'm like, how is this possible? You know what I'm saying? I'm like, yeah, sorry, I'm coughing a little bit. I got allergies, bad allergy right now. But I'm like, there is no way. There's only one actor that kind of like, I don't even think he cares. I think he just kind of sees this movie for what it is. And that's the guy that plays Rhino. Like, I think he's probably having the most amount of fun in this goddamn movie. And like I said, just because he probably read the script and was like, oh, this is what this is. Okay, let me just have fun with this. You know what I'm saying? So he's the only character I really feel like, or only actor I feel like that really cared in somewhat. But Anya Taylor-Johnson, man, Aria, the boy, I think that's her name. Nobody cared here. There's no chemistry between any of these characters. It's laxum. Like, at best, like, it seems like like I said, the biggest thing, no one cared. You know what I'm saying? You don't care for these characters. No one seems to give a F. You know what I'm saying? So if they not giving an F, I'm not finna give a F watching this movie. You know what I'm saying? Like, the acting is just so bad. I remember everybody was talking about Madam Web and how bad the ADR was. But like I said, I never saw the movie, so I never really got to see how bad it was. But seeing the ADR in this movie, I was like, there's no way Madam Web's is any better than this. And then I talked to somebody and they said Madam Web did have worse ADR than this. And I'm like, how is that even possible? Like, you can tell when someone's really not talking, or they're talking in a studio and not, where this is or where it's shot at. You can just completely tell. It's so goddamn obvious. So the ADR is terrible. Freaking the line delivery. Oh my God, y'all. I don't want to spoil nothing, but Jesus, y'all all gonna know what I'm talking about. There is a scene where two characters. Fuck it, I'll spoil it. Anya Taylor-Johnson and Aria Du Bois. I think that's how you say her name. She's in West Side Story, and she's great in West Side Story. They're about to board a plane. And there is some line that she says that made me bust out laughing because how bad the line delivery was. Y'all know what I'm talking about when I see the movie. But line delivery, not even from her, just from a lot of people, it's just terrible. The dialogue, just like god awful. Like, man, somebody was trying to tell me after the movie, and I forgot about this line too. But one of the characters dies, and the girl's like, yeah, my mother or somebody just died, and she had something else after that. But it was just such a stupid line that I was like, what the fuck? Like, y'all really just said that. Y'all were dead ass. I think that's one of the biggest problems with this movie. This movie, I'll say this right now, this movie takes itself way too seriously. Jesus Christ. The only character that really understood what the hell was going on, or that really kind of got it and just like, yo, let me have fun with this, is Rhino right here. He's the guy that plays Rhino. He's the only fun really character in this movie. I'm not gonna lie, I was having fun with him. Like, the actor is great in other projects, but here he's just like, whatever. But I think he read the script and was like, you know what? Let me just start having fun with this. And like, he knows what he took this movie for what it was. But it's just like the script is just so bad. Like, the script is bad. And like I said, the biggest problem with this movie is that it just takes itself way too seriously. Like, I was with a bunch of critics, right? And we are critics, and we sit down, we write notes about a movie, right? We're serious. You know what I'm saying? We like, okay, boom. Right? But a lot of us went into Kraven when we saw it, and we're like, you can't be, y'all, like, what? And like I said, the movie is taking itself way too seriously when it shouldn't. I think the movie would have been way better filmed and if it didn't take itself seriously. You know what I'm saying? Like, all of us critics, dead ass, we're laughing at the movie. And not because the movie is funny. The movie might have like one good joke, right, that you might laugh at. And it's probably a good joke that comes from his ass. I ain't gonna lie. He had probably the most funniest moment in the movie, Rhino. But other than that, it's just like, what are we doing here? You know what I'm saying? Like, this movie, like, they try to sell some jokes, but them jokes not gonna land because the actors don't give a damn. You know what I'm saying? So the 90% of these jokes ain't gonna land. Like I said, one of them might, but yeah, it just, I really wish this movie wouldn't have took itself as seriously. And the thing about Sony is they don't know how to do a villain story, man. They really don't, because they be trying to draw lines and be like, oh, maybe we can't have them go too villainy. Like freaking Kraven here, dead ass. Like Kraven's a nice ass dude if we're being real. Like if I'm being real with y'all, Kraven's very polite, holds door open for people, and it's like his vendetta is with other villains. And it's like, this ain't working at all. And another thing, I don't know too deep about Kraven, but I do know Kraven has a goddamn accent. Ain't no goddamn accent from Kraven at all, man. The person that gives you the accent is Russell Crowe's character, which is Kraven's father in this. And so Russell Crowe is more of Kraven than him. If we being dead ass, it's oh my god. I just looked down for a second. Boy, the CGI is so bad in this movie. I ain't gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. So I don't know if they showed it, but a couple of times they were kind of hinting at Rhino showing up. Like I tell you guys, like Rhino, the actor, he's a really good actor in real life. But there was times in the movie where like he would like be like, well, see, I can become Rhino, you know, Rhino did, but he would tease it a lot during the movie. And then toward that third act, he becomes Rhino. And I will say, Rhino looks terrible. Oh my god. Oh my god. Rhino looks terrible. He looks terrible. Not even just Rhino, like some of the lions look bad too. But something about this CGI, like at first it wasn't that bad with Rhino, but then there was some moments where he was speaking, right, as Rhino, and I'm just like, this just looks god awful. Ain't no way I looked at that and was like, oh yeah, this will pass, this is fine. But at the end of the day, it's Sony and they money laundering at this point. But yeah, Rhino just, I mean, Rhino's cool, you know what I'm saying? You get some action scenes with him, so it's cool, but it's just the CGI just looks so unbelievably bad, you know what I'm saying? I know this movie was shot like a couple years ago, I think, or whatnot, but still, man, I've seen movies shot in 2000s or 1900s that look better than this. I ain't gonna lie to y'all, but yeah, bro, there's just, I'll tell you guys this. If you really want to go see this movie, because I know I ain't gonna be able to stop you, half of y'all, from going to see this, but if you really want to go see this movie, go see it with your friends. Dead ass. Go see it with your friends, or go on like an app, a movie app, and look how many seats have been bought. Make sure the theater is damn near full before you buy your goddamn ticket, because that's the only way you're gonna have fun watching this movie, y'all. I'm so serious. If y'all wait 2 movies and then go to 2 weeks and then go to the theater to go see this, you're not gonna have no fun watching it, y'all. By yourself, you're gonna feel miserable. But if y'all kind of get some drinks in your system and you with a couple of friends, oh, it's gonna be a blast. I ain't even gonna lie to y'all. I'm not gonna, bro. I'm telling you, I had the most amount of fun. Most amount of fun I've had at the theater this year was watching Kraven with a bunch of other critics. We were just all laughing our asses off watching this. I will tell y'all that. So make sure you're going with some friends to watch this movie. But if you're going by yourself or you're watching it digitally at home, you're not gonna have no fun watching this. I'm so serious with you guys. But yeah, it's definitely one of the worst movies of the year. I think my positive takeaways were the action was really good. I'll tell you, the action was good. I didn't really feel bored too much, but that's probably because I was laughing at the movie. And there was some pretty cool Spider-Man references. And there was some, I don't know how much of a spoiler it is because the chameleon shows up and all that, but I don't think that's a spoiler. I think everybody does that. But the way the chameleon shows up is a goddamn joke, though. I ain't gonna lie. I mean, they kind of set up throughout the entire movie, but when they finally like show you this is the chameleon, you're like, Okay, you know what I'm saying? And then there's another thing. So I'm not trying to spoil nothing, but the trailer is misleading too. I'm not gonna lie. I just looked at it and I just saw it. A lot of the trailer has this dude, you know, in his comic accurate suit, where it's the, you know, the fur like this. You can't even really see it right here, but it's like the fur and all that, right? The you know, the coat. You know what I'm saying? If you expecting that coat, just leave. He don't put that coat on to the last 2 minutes of the shit. Probably last minute of the goddamn movie. I ain't gonna. Yeah, I think it is the last minute of the movie. I think. Yeah, he don't put on this goddamn coat to the last minute of the goddamn movie. I'm serious, y'all. I know in the trailer it showed him having the coat a lot. Those scenes must have got cut or something, because they're not in the movie at all. But yeah, man, this is probably one, like I said, one of the worst movies of the year. But I'm not gonna lie, I did have fun just watching, just to see how bad it is. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you want to have a good time, like I said, go watch this and go get drunk at the same time. But if you dead ass serious, just stay your ass home. Just don't watch this, man. So my rating, damn, I ain't think my rating at all. I ain't gonna lie, probably like a 3 out of 10. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't bored. I just thought it was so weird how you could have a great cast here. Look at it. Look at him in the suit again, in the coat again. He not even in a goddamn coat. Them scenes were fucking false advertisement. But yeah, this is definitely one of the worst movies of the year. Definitely. I would say that. Yeah, definitely 3 out of 10. 3 out of 10. I'm not gonna lie to y'all, man. Hey, man, it's your first time finding my channel. Hit the subscribe button. Also, the video. Tell me your thoughts, complaints, criticism, so down below. Oh, that's what I'm about to say. I'm like, how you have this great of a cast and everybody just sucks? Like, I just don't understand that. I don't know how you even he did the impossible damn near. I don't even know how he did it, but I don't know how the director did it or how Sony did it. I have no idea how anybody did it. But we'll see you guys next one, man. Peace.